Welcome to today's video, and today we'll be learning how to subdivide a big chunk of land into small parcels of land and creating right-of-ways, which is basically road reserves. And this is the drawing that we'll be using. So the polyline in white represents the boundary of the plot, and then here you have the alignments, which represent the road alignments, the roads that are going to be within this big plot. So the first thing we are going to do is that we are going to convert the whole plot into one parcel of land. So how do we do that? So we come here to parcel, and we want to create a parcel from an existing object. So this is the object, the polyline, and then let's create a parcel from object. So we will click on that, and we are prompted to select the object. So I will select the object, which is the boundary, and I hit enter. And there's a site here that was already created in this drawing. It's called subdivision lots, because we're going to subdivide the whole chunk of land into smaller plots, probably quarter-acre plots, thereabout. Yeah, so the site that we're going to have our plots in is called the subdivision lots. So remember, in Civil 3D, parcels usually resides within sites, and a site is a place where different Civil 3D objects are able to interact with one another, as we will see. So these polylines, these alignments, will interact with the parcels of land, because we will put all these alignments into this site as well, and we'll see how they affect the pieces of land. So let's go. So the next thing here at the create parcels window, we have the parcel style. So we have different styles for different purposes of parcels of land. So if it's a road, we can assign it a road, but this will be a property. So we will convert this whole boundary into one property. So the parcel style that we will have it under will be the property, and then the area label will be the parcel name. If you want any other parcel label, you can assign it here. For example, you can assign it the name in square meters or in hectares, or you can have it as a parcel number. So let's for example have it as the name in square meters and hectares, and then we will erase the existing entities. So for the segments, we will not label the segments. The segments are these individual lines, so we will not name the segments. So for now, we are going to name the area of the parcel of land, and we're going to erase the existing entities, which is the polyline. So I click OK, and then you see that the polyline has been converted into a parcel of land, and you can see it's called property 1, and this is the area of the entire land. It is 35 hectares. Okay, so we're going to subdivide this land into plots, or we're going to demonstrate how that is done. So after that, I want to add these alignments into this site. Remember, there's a site here called subdivision lots. I want to add all these alignments into this site, and you'll see how it affects this piece of land. So if I go to the prospector and I expand the alignments tab here, you can see we have various alignments under the center line alignments. So these alignments, I'm going to send them into this site. So how do I do that? I can either select the alignment from here and right click and move to the site. Okay, I can move that alignment to a site. So I just click on that move to site, and I'm moving it to this site. We only have one site that is created for now. So I just click OK, and I've moved it to the site. Okay, so let's see. Let's move the other alignments to that site. So I select, and then I right click, and then I move to site. I click OK, and as you can see now, we're starting to have multiple parcels of land. You can see now I have another parcel of land here, 1.9 hectares, and the entire piece of land has now reduced to 33 hectares. This is because if you put an alignment and it cuts across an existing parcel, if you put them in the same site, that alignment that is passing across the parcel will subdivide that piece of land. So let's see how these other parcels, if we put them under this site, how will they will affect this piece of land. So I select and then I move to site again. Click OK. Let me move all of them. Move to site. Click OK. Let me just move them one by one and we'll see what happens at the end. You can see we are getting more and more parcels of land. Move to site. OK. Then I move to site again. Click OK. Right click. Move to site. OK. And now we see that our big piece of land, it was one property, now it is divided into multiple properties. This is because we have moved all these alignments into the site that the parcel of land resides. So now we get that interaction between the alignments and the parcel. And that interaction means they subdivide that piece of land. So the other thing I'm going to do next is I want a right of way. So this is a big piece of land which will be having quarter-acre plots. And these quarter-acre plots need access. So they need a road that will go all the way to the individual's pieces of land. So how do we do that? It's very, very simple. Here under parcels, there's something called create right of way. So you come here under parcels, under the create design panel, you just come here and click create right of way, and you're prompted to select the parcels. So I'll select all these parcels. And then I hit enter. And now create parcel right of way. So the offset from the alignment here, I'm going to create a 14-meter corridor. So I'm going just to put here 7. Then clean up at the parcel boundary. So I don't want any cleanups at the parcel boundary. So here I just put it to none. So here at the boundaries, I don't want any curves at the end of the roads. But at the intersections, I want fillets. And these fillets, I just want them at 10-meter radius. Okay? You can either put a chamfer or you can put it none, or you can have a fillet. I just want a fillet because it forms a very good curve. So after all this is set up, you just click OK. And as you can see, you now have the right of ways. So let's say this is the entrance of this estate. Okay? So you can see it's pretty simple that you have the road already created for you in a very simple way. So before you even divide these pieces of land again into smaller pieces of lands like quarter acres, I want to create something that is called a cul-de-sac here and here. So what is a cul-de-sac? So let's go to Google Earth and we'll see what a cul-de-sac is. You can see here, this is Statu City. And at the end of the roads, there's something called a cul-de-sac. So if your plot is here, you can drive all the way and come here and do a turn. So a cul-de-sac is like usually a dead end where vehicles can navigate and go back. So these are plots in Statu City. We can see their boundaries, but you can see the roads, the right of ways, and then you can see the cul-de-sac. So I want to form a cul-de-sac for this place and this place. No mind about this one. So let's just create a cul-de-sac for these two first. So what do? I come here at the insert tab and I insert a block, blocks from libraries. So I have these 2 blocks that are cul-de-sacs here. So they're inserted and it's one block for now. So I want to explode it into 2 individual curves. So we have the 2 cul-de-sacs here. So what do again? I come here at the home tab. I want to convert the 2 cul-de-sacs to parcels. So I come here and click on create parcels from objects. So I select the 2 objects and I hit enter. and I'm okay with the defaults here, and I click OK. So here we have the cul-de-sacs. All right. And now there's something that I want to remove, because I want to remove these segments of this parcel, because this is one entire parcel. This is the road parcel. So what do? I just come here to I just select the parcel. Let me escape. And I can hit here Parcel Layout Tools at the Contextual tab. So here at the Parcel Layout Tools, we have an option called the Delete Sub-Entity. So let me use that. Yes. So I want to delete these entities. I want to delete these entities so that this becomes one parcel. So what do? I come here to the Parcel Creation Tools, and I select the Delete Sub-Entity. So I come here and then I select the sub-entities that I want to delete, and I delete that. Here again, I do the same, and now we have a proper cul-de-sac. All right, now let me start subdividing the big parcels of land into smaller plots. So what do? I come again to the Parcel Creation Tools, and I can go all the way to the chevron here and expand the chevron. And here the minimum area, I want it to be 1/4 acre, and then the minimum frontage, I want it to be like, let's say 50 meters. I want it to be 50 meters, and then use minimum frontage at offset. I want it as no. Since I put it as no, there's no need of putting an offset. Then the minimum width of these parcels. So let's say we can have it at 25, and then the minimum depth. The minimum depth is 18 meters for now. So you can see 50 times 18 is somewhere at 960. So it's close to 1,000 square meters. So minimum depth here makes sense, which is the depth of the plot. Then you use maximum depth. I don't want to use a maximum depth, so maximum depth here also does not apply. Then multiple solution preference, let me use the shortest frontage, and then for automatic mode it's on. Then here I have an option of place remainder in last parcel. So if you have a parcel that is not aligning to the minimum area, which is way smaller, you can either create a parcel from the remainder, you can place remainder in last parcel, so the last parcel, or you can redistribute the remainder. So I want to redistribute the remainder so that it is apportioned to the other parcels of land. So next, after I do that, I come here and select the slide line create. So I just select that, and here the site is the same. I want to have it in the subdivision of plots. And then the parcel style here, we can now call them the single family dwelling plots. And I don't want to add segment labels. And then the area label, we can have even the area labeled as well. So here I click OK, and then I select the parcel that I'm subdividing. And then I start from here. So let me start from here. So I put the jib here. You will see that yellow line. So follow the cul-de-sac all round. Go all the way up to here. And then hit enter. And you'll see the plots are now subdivided. So if you don't like how it is panning out for now, you can say no, and you can change whatever you want to change. For example, here and then you can hit enter again. So if you accept the results, if you want them the way they are, you can accept them for now. Remember, this is not the final result. You can come again and change these results, or you can use the other layout tools to make sure you have your precise areas. So here what I did is I changed here the minimum frontage to 54, and this redistribution looks like this now. So I'm okay with this, and I just click yes. So I click enter, and now I have the subdivisions. So let's say you want to divide this plot and you think it's very big. You can come and use the freeform create option here. You can use that tool and come and select here and divide, for example, this lot. So just click enter to accept the perpendicular angle from this curve going all this way. So you now have another plot here, and let's say you also wanted to subdivide this plot into more plots. There's this other interesting tool here called the swing line create. So you can come and select the property here, and then you swing it from here to here the end, and then you select the pivot here, and you have your lot again subdivided there. And now you have proper subdivisions of your plots. So you can see, if you're entering here, you have the first plot, you have the second plot, and you have their areas here marked out. So it's pretty simple to subdivide a big chunk of land into simple plots, and to have even the right of ways and all that. So if you like this video, please remember to like and to share, and also remember to do the assignment of subdividing these other plots into smaller plots. So you remember we still have this property pieces of land, these parcels here. So your assignment is to go and divide them into plots. So thank you, and see you in the next video.